Okay guys, today I'm going to talk about the YoCan Hive and some troubleshooting tips and techniques that me being in a retail space and selling these and troubleshooting these, two main problems I run into. Hopefully this can help you out, figure out the problem before you end up buying a new one or so and so and so. Number one, the connector, the magnetic connector. If you look at this here, there's a hole right there. Somebody brought this in just a moment ago and says, hey, I just bought this YoCan from you about less than a week and it's not working anymore. So what I did was I took the cartridge out, okay, and I removed the magnetic piece. I plugged this into several batteries to figure out what is wrong, because he said the battery was wrong. Couldn't figure out his battery was fine. And then all of a sudden I changed the connectors. Notice that this on my left hand here is a good working one, and the one on my right hand here is a bad one. So you can actually see the hole over here. See that there? So that tells you that, one, to check this connector to make sure that it's working. And sometimes, because these are mass manufactured, you will get a good one that looks good, but it may not work too, because it has happened to me. So sometimes you want to just grab another connector and just see if that works. The second thing that I would try to do too is when you plug the connector onto the cartridge, what you really want to do right away is when you plug it in, hit the button, make sure it's on. And then what you want to do is hit the button while it's engaging. You want to kind of put it up to your ear, the hole, and you're listening to a hiss. Okay, you're listening, and you want to spin it. You want to spin it as you're listening and just see if that works too. Sometimes it could be, if you want to clean the bottom of it because there's something down there, alcohol, Q-tip, get down there, make sure you dry it out before you run any current through it or engage it, because it will short something out. So you want to clean down it with alcohol, clean the connector with alcohol and Q-tips, and then making sure that you can hear a hiss sound and there's a connection going on. That's something I go through sometimes, and usually in that case a good cleaning will just kind of fix the problem. And just making sure connectors, you have two connectors in your box, so you want to check both connectors and try several batteries. If you don't have several batteries, just go to your local vape and smoke shop, let them troubleshoot it with you. If you have any questions, comment below and we'll get back to you there, okay? Hope this video helps you guys out. Bye. So just a quick follow-up. Generally, if those two methods don't work, meaning you've tried checking the connectors and you tried connecting batteries, one lastly thing that I figure out was going wrong is I usually ask my customers, have you plugged this into a variable voltage battery of some sort? Sometimes they say yes, sometimes they say no. But these burners are not designed, these little slim cartridges, oil cartridges, are not designed for high powered. Anything above 3.7 voltage is generally kind of a danger zone for these things. So the burner internally can actually, there's a little coil in there. There's technically a Canthal coil that when there's too much power running through it, it breaks the burner, kind of like a light bulb. There's a fuse, right? If the light bulb pops, it's pretty much game over for these oils here. One thing I would suggest is if you do have a glass tank, and making sure it's glass, you can kind of hold a lighter to it directly to the tank. It will melt the oils back into the tank. You can or you can melt it out to the tank, outside of the tank. That way you can kind of save your oils. But if you do have a plastic cartridge, then you kind of SOL out of there, shit out of luck. Another thing too is, yeah, so just making sure that you're not overpowering these coils, because they're not designed for high powered. If you do, you could potentially blow out the burner inside, and then your cartridge is done. But those two main methods, if you can't repair it that way, most likely the battery is bad. Try to get your refund from the manufacturer or your local vape and smoke shop. Okay, that's pretty much it.